This is Catherinehof Park, located on St. Petersburg's southwest side. It's a popular spot for strolling and spending time with family and friends. Most St. Petersburg residents know of it, but I've found that the majority of people do not make it across the street to the other side of the park. It's the rectangular portion to the west here. They're really missing out. This part of the park is super cool as well. Let's go check it out. Hello everyone, Jared here, and welcome to another one of our hidden gems of St. Petersburg. Located across Liflyanskaya Street, Catherinehof Park's western portion can be entered from here. But you have to take a little bit of a jaunt in order to get there, so let's walk down the sidewalk here to the intersection, cross the street, and head to the park. Shown here is Bumazhny Canal. Along with the Tarkhanovka River to the south and the Ekateringofsky River along the west, this park is surrounded by three bodies of water. The park itself is its own island. I really think that because you have to walk a little ways, cross the street, then walk another little ways, this part of the park isn't as often visited as the main part of Catherinehof Park. Alright, so now we're looking back at the main part of Catherinehof Park. And now let's enter the less popular western portion. This part of the park has several quaint little bridges, along with a miniature island within it, which is where we're taking you now. By crossing this bridge ahead of us, you enter the mini island. I'm not sure if this moat surrounding this mini island has a name, but it sure is cool. This island would be a great place to have a small home. So here's where we are, on the bridge leading to the mini island on the northwest side of the park. There's really not much on this mini island. It's pretty flat with fairly large trees spread out all over. We'll take a quick lap around and check it out. In my research, I've not been able to find out the history of this mini island within Catherinehof Park. I'm assuming there was some kind of building here at some point. It seems odd that there would be this island within the park that didn't have a royal guest house or something on it. We did come across this little foundation here on the mini island's south side, along with another one near the bridge. but unfortunately, I'm not sure what either of them used to be. Alright, let's go ahead and cross the bridge again and continue on our tour. From the bridge, we'll head to the north and loop around the northwestern part of the island. This bridge here is where the water from Bumajny Canal flows into the moat of the mini island. Let's go check it out. So let's get a little bit into the history of this area. Catherinehof, also known as Ekaterinehof or Ekateringofsky, is located on Ekateringofsky Island and was established by Peter the Great in 1711. This was just a few years after his conquest of the Swedes. A little more on that later. Catherinehof Park has had several names over its history. In 1933, it was renamed to May Day Park. Then it was renamed the park named after the 30th anniversary of the Komsomol. Its original name, Catherinehof Park, was restored in 1992. On the left here is the moat that leads around the mini island, and then on the right is the Bumajny Canal, which leads out to the Ekateringofka River. This little alley here is just gorgeous, with the water on either side and then the trees. I'm about to lead you out here to the northwest corner where we have a great view, but yeah, this part of the park is probably my favorite. Here we're looking along the western border of the park, along the Ekateringofka River. Oh, and check it out. We have a painter here too. You'll see that often around St. Petersburg's beautiful features. And speaking of beautiful, I've got a cool spot I want to show you. Let's go. Yeah, right here at the northwest corner, we have this great view of the Bogoyavlenskaya Cerkov. This is a Russian Orthodox church located on neighboring Guteyevsky Island. In all the years I've lived here, I've just referred to it as the Hershey Kiss Cathedral because its dome looks like an almond Hershey's Kiss. Okay, back to a little bit more of the history. According to St. Petersburg Encyclopedia, Tsar Peter the Great presented Ekaterinehof to his wife, Ekaterina Alexeyevna, the future Empress Catherine I, in 1711. In the same year, a wooden two-storied palace was constructed by an unknown architect. A canal was dug toward it from the side of the river, a small harbor was arranged in front of the facade, and the palace, which was wooden, was surrounded by this 3-hectare park. Not far away from here to the north was the Tsar's Podzorny Palace, and to the south were the Annenhof and Elizavetkov estates given to Peter and Catherine's daughters. Unfortunately, none of these palaces exist anymore. And it's also unfortunate that at the time of this filming, I didn't realize that the Ekaterinehovsky Palace's foundation is still there. If you look in the distance of this shot, it's in that general area. Here are a couple photos of the Ekaterinehovsky Palace. So right now we're approaching a bridge. If you turn to the left and walk down the path, at the end of the canal should be the palace's remaining foundation. So in this park, there's another interesting historical spot. Let's turn right here and go to the river. Remember how I mentioned earlier about Peter the Great's conquest of the Swedes back in the early 1700s? Marianne and I stumbled across this plaque, and I'm glad we did. The inscription and its English translation are in this video's description. But to give you the gist of it, it was at this spot where the battle at the mouth of the Neva occurred. This was a naval battle that took place in May 1703, right here at the mouth of the Neva River, where the Russians notched their first ever sea battle victory of the Northern War against Sweden. The battle was between 36 boats with soldiers under the command of Peter the Great and A.D. Menshikov, and 2 ships, the Goda and Astrild, of the Swedish fleet, who came as part of the squadron to the aid of the fortress Nyenskans, a fort held by the Swedes not too far away down the Neva. The battle can be called the first naval battle of the Russian fleet, and the date, May 18th, or May 7th in the Julian calendar, is considered the Baltic Fleet's birthday. Instead of continuing on along the island's western edge, we're going to hang a left here and start to head back. Had we kept going straight, we would have come to the entrance of a small sports stadium called the Krasny Treugolnik, or the Red Triangle in English. You can see the stadium is surrounded by a moat as well. Thanks for coming along with Marianne and me today. We hope you enjoyed our video of Catherinehof Park's western section, a truly beautiful yet lesser known place here in St. Petersburg. If you like this video, would you please consider subscribing, sharing, commenting, or liking? Until next time, do svidaniya.